Hi everybody, welcome to the News OK Planet 46 Comics Podcast. I'm Matt Price, I'm here with Kyle Roberts. Kyle, what's going on this week?
Got some pretty good stuff. We got an Agent Coulson interview that you got, Star Wars Celebration, and the New 52.
Alright, very cool, let's kick it off. Clark Gregg, you know as Secret Agent Phil Coulson from S.H.I.E.L.D. He's been in Iron Man 2, Thor. He's going to be in the Avengers. I talked to him a little bit this week about the short film The Consultant that you can find online, or that is going to be on the Thor Blu-ray. Kind of connects up the stuff from the end of Incredible Hulk and stuff that happened in Iron Man 2, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then he also talked about how excited he was to be in the Avengers. He said he's been super busy and they've given him a lot to do despite the huge cast. There's going to be a lot of Agent Coulson in the Avengers film coming out next summer.
Okay, speaking of summer, there were a ton of comic book movies this summer.
Yep.
Got a lot of great ones, actually.
Yeah, really good.
And so our question of the day is, what is your favorite comic book movie that was of this last summer?
That's right. I mean, Cowboys and Aliens was based on a comic. Captain America, Thor, X-Men, Green Lantern.
Conan, I mean, there's a ton of movies. Almost too much, but a lot of them were great. So just leave us a comment and let us know what is your favorite.
What was your favorite? Let us know in the comments.
And then our good friends at the Toy and Action Figure Museum is going to have a Star Wars Day to celebrate the Blu-ray coming out.
That's right. Blu-ray's coming out next Friday, September 16th, and they're going to have Star Wars weekend that weekend down at the Action Figure and Toy Museum. With some people in costumes, some giveaways, all kinds of Star Wars stuff. The Blu-ray is going to include all kinds of deleted scenes you haven't seen before, so you might want to check that out.
Pretty awesome. And then the New 52, selling out everywhere.
That's right. I have talked to some retailers. There were lines at several stores this morning. You look on eBay and there's some stuff already going 3 and 4 times the original price. So get to your comic store as soon as possible. Batgirl is one of them that was out this week. Hawk and Dove, which we'll talk about in Action Comics, which we're going to talk about. 13 issues this week, the first big full listing of New 52 titles. And a lot of them are going fast, while we get there sooner rather than later.
Great for DC.
Yeah, good for DC.
All right, let's get to the review file. The New Avengers, #1.
Yeah, this is the annual #1. Gabriel Dell'Otto, who doesn't do a lot of interiors, does the interiors on the whole book, which is fantastic. Brian Michael Bendis is the writer, and you can see Wonder Man's on the cover, and basically Wonder Man is saying, you know, the Avengers, I was a member of the Avengers for a long time, what have they done? They created Ultron, who's a huge menace, they caused the Scarlet Witch to go crazy, they are just a mess, I'm going to get my own people, I'm taking out the Avengers.
Cool.
That's what's going on.
Sweet, and we got Hawk and Dove,
That's right.
#1.
Rob Liefeld, Image Comics co-founder, joins with Oklahoma native Sterling Gates.
Yep.
Who is doing the New 52 revamp of Hawk and Dove. Originally, Hawk and Dove were two brothers who got these powers. Now a different Dove has replaced Don Hall, who died. So this is their adventure. It's kind of a jam-packed action-adventure in Washington, D.C., as there are zombies on a plane.
And then Action Comics, #1.
Yeah,
part of the
know,
New 52.
Longtime fans may be like, oh, you're renumbering Action Comics after 904 issues.
Yeah.
I can see how you'd have a problem with it. You know what? If you're going to do it, I felt like this was worth it. This was a great comic book.
Absolutely.
Grant Morrison, Rags Morales, a kind of a new beginning for the Man of Steel. He is a crusader kind of for the little guy in this one, and police don't know what to do with him. Lex Luthor does not like him, and this is sort of the brash young Superman trying to just do what he thinks is right without necessarily regards for following the exact letter of the law. I thought it was really fantastic, harking back to the early 1930s Action Comics, but with a totally fresh take.
Awesome. Sweet. What's your pick?
I'm gonna say Action Comics. That's possibly the comic book of the year so far. So I'm gonna say Action Comics.
Wow. Yeah. That's pretty bold.
Yeah, I would say check it out. Get you quick before they run out, because it is really good.
Sweet. All right. Cool.
So hey, we'll be back next week with more comic book and movie news. Before we go, we have something we want to give away.
That is true. We are going to give away, like we said we were going to.
Yeah, the Vision Machine trade paperback from Greg Pak.
Exactly, the Pac-Man.
And our winner was Unprofessional Flip.
Unprofessional Flip?
I don't think that's his birth name, but if
you have a new graphic novel.
If you would get in touch with us, we will get your address and send that your way. So we'll be back next week with more comic book and movie news. For Kyle Roberts, I'm Matt Price. Thanks for watching.